my stepmother was in a nursing home, and she died in September 29th. But I had full power of attorney, and the doctor at the nursing home says, I do not want her up out of that bed. Well, I would go over there on Sunday, and she would be down to her chest and could not eat. And I would go over there and but pull her up in the bed, and then she could eat. But, yeah.
Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, so did you have a last part of your question?
I wish something could be done about that.
Okay, well, let's just address that. So say you've got a loved one in a nursing home and you're kind of noticing some of the care may not be what you would expect, and you might have an issue. So how do you handle that?
Well, first of all, let me, did you say that was it your mother, did she pass away?
Yes, September 29th, and she had a wound on her back that they never addressed, putting anything on it.
Okay, yeah, that definitely sounds like you definitely need to go speak to a lawyer about this. These cases, especially when your loved one has passed away, it's very important to see those records that they from the nursing home, because you will be able to see, possibly what they did wrong, what happened, and so that's one of those things that you probably do need to address with an attorney so that you can get those records and get them looked at.
Yeah, and one of the things that you can kind of unpackage this a little bit. There are several issues I think that the caller was wondering about. Like Anastasia was talking about, the wrongful death side of things. Well, then you've got a pressure ulcer that you're talking about. A pressure ulcer occurs when there's low blood flow to a certain part of your body, usually on the part that you're laying on, and the nursing home staff is required to turn their patient periodically to make sure that area gets blood flow, gets air, and that it doesn't deteriorate and rot. And what you can have, and what we have seen, is when patients do end up having pressure ulcers, and it's called a pressure ulcer because it's formed by pressure on the particular area. And if you have this happen, then and your loved one survives, the patient survives, then you could have a personal injury case for the pain and the suffering that person went through. But sometimes you could have a pressure ulcer situation that causes infection and then leads to death, and we've had those happen, or we've seen those happen and helped families with those. And the thing about that is, you can't just say this happened because of this. You actually have to prove it. So like Anastasia said, you have to get those records early. You have to give the attorney time to build that case, not only with regard to the pressure ulcer, the cause of the pressure ulcer, but also the cause of the death as well. You have to link each part of it. So getting with an attorney about this sooner than later. You have 2 years from the date of the death to do something like that, but it takes some time to get with experts and make sure that you do or rule out that you don't have a case.
Okay. All right, we hope that helps you, and we're so sorry for your loss.